When we first started as an organization, one of the areas that we intervened on at the Supreme Court of Canada was the abortion issue. And because of the Charter and the equality section of the Charter, we argued that the child in its mother's womb was equal, so it should continue to have protection of the law. So when we appeared before the Supreme Court, we asked for funding, and we were denied funding. But our opponents, who argued for abortion as a woman's right, received funding. Unfortunately, the feminists see abortion as essential, and they have said that. Essential for their advancement. So they were very successful in the courts. At the present time, we have no abortion law, even though many pro-abortionists and many media journalists and even politicians thought that it was a woman's right, because you had so many different groups, well-funded, repeating again that it was a woman's right. But it's not a women's right in Canada, nor is it a women's right internationally, because of the involvement of pro-life and pro-family organizations at all these levels, which are funded independently by citizens who value the family, who value motherhood, and who value fatherhood. Many people who have experienced abortion or have experienced infertility, they see the negative consequences, and they're also involved. Fathers who have lost a child, grandparents who have lost a child through abortion, mothers who made the decision when they were very young, influenced by people around them and readily available propaganda, felt that they made the wrong decision. So these are all people who are very active, and also survivors of abortion, babies who were in the womb who were attacked in the act of abortion, somehow survived, and they become adults and they also speak out. So the pro-life movement, the movement in defending the child in its mother's womb, defending motherhood and fatherhood, is growing in many ways. And there's a very hostile backlash to that, because for many years the pro-abortion groups could pretend that they spoke for everyone. But over the years, gradually, the pro-life movements grew in size and influence, and also with the advancement of medicine, we became more cognizant of the humanity of the child, the fact that the child can undergo surgery in the womb. When you look at what men and women still aspire to, that's where we find hope. And even the government studies indicate that women still want to be mothers. They still want time to care for their children. So there's a natural force there that's at work. Men still want to work full-time in much greater proportions than women do. They still find it very rewarding to support a family, even though the trends are working against them. And those trends have been very successful at the legislative level and at the university level. So men and women still aspire to what has been found to be the best unit for men, women, and children by sociologists. We have scientists reaffirming family values. We have medical science reaffirming the humanity of the child in the womb. We have economists warning us that when we don't have a stable middle class based on the family, we're heading for dangerous times economically. So all the sciences and the general population's views are supportive of our perspective. So this is the hope that I have. Many of the myths that are being perpetrated out there are very unscientific, for example, suggesting that a man can become a woman or a woman can become a man. Extremely unscientific. As well as the attitude towards the child in the womb, and as well as the view that we can eliminate mother and father from all the writings in our legislation, and we're still attuned with reality. Well, we aren't when we do that.
Subscribe and click the notification bell to receive updates about new content. Visit tomorrowsworld.org for more articles, telecasts, and booklets.